Hello, everyone. So today, what we want to do, so we have hope that after the meeting, you have a bit experience and knowledge and impression about how NGO can use the sport to change the world. Okay, yes. So here is our team. And on the left side, you can see me, but soon I will give a speech to Magda, Janek, and Kasia, and they will tell about themselves a bit. And on the right side, you see the map, and we point out all places where we are with our program. So I'm from Mrągowo, so this is the northeast part of Poland. And Kasia, Janek, and Magda, they are from Rudniki. So maybe right now they can say a few words and say hello to you.
Okay, so hi, my name is Magda. I'm 19 years old. I come from Rudniki, like Arek said, and I'm currently studying physiotherapy. I'm in my first year. I also take part in the project called MSIS Breaking Barriers for girls in Europe. The project is to encourage girls to play football and overcome their barriers. However, I'm in the Fair Play program thanks to Kasia, and I really like different types of sports, so I'm glad to be part of this program.
Hello, my name is Kasia. I have been a physical education teacher for 7 years. I work at school in team and organize tournaments and sports events for the local community. I have been cooperation with MSIS for 3 years during the organization of the Fair Play program. I am a leader in it, and Yashu and Magda are volunteers.
So yes, I'm Janek. I'm from Rudniki, and I will be writing Matura this year. I'm a volunteer in the Fair Play program, thanks to Kasia, who encouraged me to do. It wasn't so difficult because I like sport from an early age. My whole life I'm trying to do with something with sports, and yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. And me, a few words about myself. I'm Arek. I'm a manager at MSIS. I'm responsible for program developments and communication. So in other words, I try to make our dreams that they come true in one day. So yeah, one point, what I want to point out here is also that here you can see first impression how looks our structure. So we are kind of network, and we work in the national-wide network. We are not only in one place. So now we go to the presentation, and somehow who we are and what we do, what is our vision, and what is our model of work, what are our action plans or things we exactly do. We want to also show you the reason why we are doing this. This is also almost the most important thing. It's like the reason why NGO exists and why NGOs are doing what they do. So we want to show you our example and point of view, but also we want to show you with who we cooperate and who supports us. So in the first slide, I explain about who are we. So we are NGO, and you saw the map. So we are the network of different people who have willing to use sport to change a local environment, but we are not alone in that case, because we are in the international network, which name is Street Football World Network and Movement. We are associated with over 100 organizations from 84 countries, but we are also associated with over 100 associations all over the world. Yeah, and the main thing we want to do, or we are connected, is to use football to change the world for better. In our experience, in our site in Poland, we created the idea, which name is Fair Play Program. And Fair Play Program is a bit about education and a bit about social engagement. But the very important thing is that we always use sport and exactly football 3 method, which is invented by one German guy who went to Colombia, and in Colombia find out that football is a tool where not is only about having good game, having good sport event, or having even fun, but also to solve the problem, local problems. And we are doing the same, but today we don't want to go deeper in football 3. We will do in next days. And I'm now coming back to Fair Play Program and our concept. We connect gamification, football 3, and sport volunteering. As you could see today, we have 2 volunteers who are becoming local leaders. It's Janek and Magda. And through that, we want to promote global goals, which are like global goals is a well-known international movement under United Nations. And also finally, we want to spread among our participants, all partners we cooperate with, value of which for us is something what is not just connected with sport, but with everyday life. And what we want to say about, or how we put our idea in one sentence, is we want that everyone train yourself or himself or herself to be good. And today we explain you how we do it. And right now we show you example of one action we organized 2 years ago. It was anniversary of Second World War outbreak, and we organized the event where we bring together people from Israel, from Russia, from Germany, and from Poland. And as you can see, where we go for these countries and for these nations, and when we go back 8 years before, the Germany was aggressor, and Israel and Poland was victim, and for example, Russia was, from our point of view, kind of also aggressor. And what we want to do through this event was to promote global goals number 16, which is peace. And the motto of the event was, we create future together. So we used sport to bring people together and start use a different language after 8 years. So now I show you a short movie about that.
Nie ma znaczenia, skąd przyjechałeś, ile masz lat, czy jesteś gruby, chudy, wysoki, niski, czy jesteś kobietą, czy mężczyzną, po prostu jesteś członkiem drużyny.
We create future, and that's what's really unique, you know. In normal soccer, normal football, they get rules, and it's important to follow rules, but it's also important to get the chance to create rules, and that's what street soccer, I think, gives to the.
With this method of sport, like football 3, the kids learn something else. For example, like to discuss if something happened, or like that you shouldn't use racism and stuff like this, yes.
It promotes fair play and all the values that we gathered to celebrate here. And second, it gives kids opportunity to be creative, to express themselves, and we can tackle a variety of social topics. We encourage different children to play together in terms of age and in terms of gender.
So in Football 3 and in Fair Play, we encourage the players to really take responsibility about the game and about everything that happens in the field. There is no referee to tell them, oh, you did this well, you didn't do this well. They have to be responsible. They have to take the responsibility.
In this short example, in this event, as I told before, important for us was to use football to really touch the specific problem we handle out regarding the Second World War and what happened after. And as you could see, like we had in the movie representatives from different countries and from Israel, from Germany, so from Russia, and I was there also. And I can tell you that it's really possible through sport to talk about future and to create the future. And it's very simple to do it thanks to sport. So you could see also in which way we are working. So the event wasn't about winning, wasn't about having like good competition, to giving gold medals and to have winners. It was more about to bring people together, to connect people, and to go deeper in the relations, to bring people closer, and also to talk about very hard history. Coming back to our organization and the reasons and the aims we have is like currently we want to deliver our idea, the training for good to schools, and we want to cooperate with kids and teachers, because we see also at the primary level and is early childhood level is there are kids from 7 till 9. We see two problems. One problem, there is no direct physical education lesson and teacher who could run sport lessons for kids. There's one reason why we want to deliver our idea of work to schools. And the second is that school teachers, they have very big issue and very big need that connected with social skills. We got a lot of informations about, okay, it's like kind of trend in Europe, in the world, to deliver social skills and life skills to people. And teachers, they don't know how to do that sometimes, like practically. Theory is like, okay, it's clear, but how to do it practically. So what we do, we say, okay, we have our ideas about sport, but we deliver not just sport values, but we deliver also life and social skills. So our vision is to deliver our programs to all kids in Poland who are at primary schools, and we believe till 2030 we deliver our idea almost to every school in Poland. So I don't know, it's very ambitious, and maybe we will not manage, but what we want to try. So now I can tell you, or I want to tell you and explain you a bit about model of cooperation we have. On the first slide, when we presented our team, you could see different places. And I told you at that moment that we are creating network. But on the local level is already the structure we want to work and we want to implement our idea. So to explain you this diagram, also I use my friends, they are together with me today. I am the coordinator of the program, and we are coordinating the program from GloKnoCo. But in each place, we search for a leader who cooperate with a local NGO. That might be local sports club or a NGO somehow connected with sport. But for us, the most important thing is to have a local leader. And in our today team, Kasia is a leader. So we start cooperation with leader, and leader have tasks for us. So there was about also in the explanation of and description of Fair Play program, we wrote there is a kind of gamification system. So gamification, as for sure you know, is idea came from online games where people cannot see each other, but still can somehow cooperate or maybe a bit compete. And in our way, we work that we give special tasks for leaders, and the leaders are doing tasks on their local levels. So under like in the middle line, you can see like what tasks they do. So leader starts with creating the team, local team. So need to engage volunteers. So Kasia did that with Janek and Magda, but they are like not just 3 of them, but they are like bigger group. I think how many you are right now, Kasia?
15 volunteers.
And the size of your town is like how many inhabitants?
800 people.
So 800 people, 15 people out of 800 people. But we have also places, and they are like villages, where we have a village with 600 people, but 100 involved in the program. So why I'm saying that, the importance of the leadership is crucial for us. So we search for leaders because people are heart and part of our movement. So they are doing the job, not us, not even our idea. We are just supporting and helping, giving environment, but they do the job. So a part of environment and the gamification are tasks. So first task after leader creates a fair play team with volunteers. They should organize football 3 sessions at primary schools. The second task the team should do is let's do something good, is action for good. And we say, okay, you are from Rudniki or you are from different places. So please first discover problem you can find in your local community, but which should be connected to global goals, those 17 global goals created by United Nations. So then after they do the action. And the last one is to organize Fair Play Global Goals Festival, which is about football 3 tournament for local community, but also about communication, like about promotion of global goals. And for that, here you see gamification. And for each action, we give points. So teams are collecting points. By the end, we are choosing the winner. On the last line, you can see with who we cooperate, or in other words, for who we are working on the local level. So we have like we create like a big structure, which is maybe in small towns, but the influence and the impact they give is huge. So that's why we believe with this model, we are able to run the program in many places. Just the most important thing for us, it always be to find the leader, the person who starts. The plan, exactly plan for this year. And in this year, we have, let's say, 8 separate actions. And each of action is connected with all leaders we have. So in first task in gamification and in the whole process, each team So it means leader and volunteers should start cooperation with local schools. So imagine, like, we give you, you are the leader, and we give you the task. Okay, now the task for you is to set up cooperation. So it's not that clear or easy for everyone to start cooperation with school, right? Because it means that every person or every leader or the team should create the plan how to get in touch with the schools and how to build the relation. This is very important. And yeah, so it's first task. The second task, in total, we want to organize 528 football 3 sessions at primary schools. So we have right now 33 schools, and we split 528 football sessions for each school, like a similar number of sessions. And what is important in that case, in the topic of engagement, that leaders are cooperating with teachers, but also can engage or should engage volunteers. So you can see again about relations, or in other words, when we go for our aim, do something good, the volunteers can organize sessions for kids, and kids can join the session. So, or brings that for leaders and volunteers, they develop their skills. They need to get to know how to organize session, how to deliver session with kids, how to fix the group, how to talk with kids, a lot of things around that. And the next task is to each team, Fair Play team has, is to organize Football 3 Global Goals tournaments. And then again, next session is to organize Action for Good. And again, it's about planning, organizing, doing, evaluating, a lot of skills behind and through a lot of experience, a lot of education. We have for this year also new things. One is a Football 3 certification model. So we are collecting also different projects. And in another project, we created space where educational space for those who want to develop their skills in Football 3. And we educate mediators and trainers, and after that we want to certify them to give them permission that they are able to do the job. So it's new thing, but also something new challenge for the group, because the leader should be the one who is responsible for creating group of mediators and trainers on the local level. And then later, our next idea and task, number 6, is to create kind of toolkit where we show different type of ideas where people can train themselves to be good. So we want to create kind of book where you can see different exercises, which are the aim to not bring new champions in the sport, but more to bring new champions in life. So more direction, not sport, but more humanity. And number 7 is we also thinking about creating the pathway for volunteers that they can become leaders. So today we have future leaders of Fair Play program, or they are on halfway to be new leaders or next leaders, Magda and Janek. And the number 8 is a kind of final, and for us it's also important to bring people together and put our work as a message in a event way. So we choose National Stadium is one of most important sport venues in Poland. And the last part of my presentation is why we do this, or the reason why we have motivation to do that. We believe that really through that simple things we are creating, through organizing such a projects, through engaging people, to creating this environment, through creating this experience, we are really able to change the world for better. maybe it's very like ambitious, maybe it's too idealistic, but we, in other like words, or I would explain it differently, is like maybe you know this sentence: if many little people do many little things, we can really change the world for better. So, and we think in that way, it's like we don't need to make big things, but if we start to respect other people, if we start to be responsible, if we start cooperate, like willing to start to have willing to cooperate with other people, or to be honest, we really can do a lot for us, for those who are around us, but also for the society. And yeah, and our dream is to go deeper and deeper in that direction, to deliver and develop those life and social skills, and to help people in a simple way by using football to achieve that. And what next is like, sometimes if you hear about something or about someone, is also important with who the person and organization cooperate. And also for us is very important with who we cooperate, because on the other hand, we have like our ideas and some kind of dreams and work we do, but many times we hear, okay, but who is with you? Who cooperate with you? And like a few years ago, I didn't really care about that, because we were like, okay, we want to do what we want to do, and it's not the case if we do it alone or with someone. But now we are also know that all kind of I don't know, branding, marketing, and all that stuff. But also, if we cooperate with someone who is well known, also our work is more, or maybe improve. So here you have some organizations, like we cooperate with UEFA Foundation, they support us. So it means that they believe in our work. We cooperate with FIFA Foundation. We are part of Street Football World Network. We cooperate with FedEx, which is supporting us, and which support us not just with money, but also with ideas and knowledge. We start cooperation with Adidas, and it's not, in those both cases, it's not about they see big potential in our marketing. No, they choose us and they choose cooperation with us because they see the purpose we are and we do and we exist is kind of important for them, for CSR reasons, like for community responsibility reasons. So they support us because they believe in our work. And here we have Orlen Foundation, is a one Polish company, and the last one is a grant giver, big grant giver, European one, ERASMUS+. So now we start with a presentation of each of colleagues. So we start with Magda. So the idea is now is that Magda make short self-presentation, and then after give you three explanation or presentation of three important things about being involved in the program, but the case is that is connected, somehow connected with photos. So now I pass the voice to Magda, and then Magda, just tell me when I should jump to another slide.
Okay, so I'm in the Fair Play program thanks to Kasia. She encouraged me to be a volunteer on her team. My path in the program constantly developing, thanks to which I became a young leader and now the leader of a new team in Żytnów. So let's go to discuss what are the three most important things. First is good contact with children. Thanks to the fact that I have younger siblings, I have no problems talking to children, I always try to listen to them, and if they have a problem, I'm able to slow it. Such a relationship with children gives me a lot of joy and satisfaction, which I'm going to transfer to my future work in program. And second is capturing great moments. I really like photographing various things. That is why one of my tasks is photographing and recording our activities. I always try to capture the best moments so that later they can be added on our fan page because we want to share our passion with others. And the last but not least is good contact and cooperation with the leader. My contact with the leader Kasia began in junior high school. She was my PE teacher, and ever since she has been motivating me to be more active and encourage me to train speedball, thanks to which our relationships depended. Then I joined her fair play team, where I helped her with various tasks. Thanks to this, I could and still can develop and gain new experience. I'm glad that I can still cooperate with such a great leader as Kasia, because it gives me a lot of energy for my future work. And our relationship has always been very good. And now I can say that we have become a best friends who help each other in various matters, not only those related to football.
Thank you, Magda.
Thank you.
And now I think we can go to Janek. Janek, is now your turn.
Yeah, so I have to say thank you for Kasia, because to be honest, that I'm in this project is thanks for Kasia. She knows me and she knows that I love everything with sports. It's not the first project to which she invited me. And she knows that I have to agree because I love to sports. I love to meeting with the person, and yes, so I think we can go to the three most important things. Okay, so training to be good. I think that thanks to football free, I become a better person, and all of this thanks to the people I meet in this project, and also to person which we helped and show them what is football free. Okay, showing football free. All my knowledge and skills and the values that I have joined in this program, I'm trying to pass on to younger students and teach them the principles of healthy competition and fair play rules. I think that's these things we should to share with the youngest and try to learn them. Learning new exercise. Because I've been interested in sports from an early age, I'm trying to share and pass this knowledge on to the others by teaching them rules, showing them new exercise that can be asked to train their skills, and to prompt them during the match from my own field experience. Because also when I was younger and still generally I playing football, so like whole my experience from these matches and generally I try to also share with the youngest. And yeah, that's all.
Okay, now Kasia. Kasia, now is your time and turn.
Okay, at first I don't know why Magda and Janek thanked me. Because they want to help others. So they are a part of the Fair Play program. And my things is volunteering. So we have created a great team. Together we implement a new activities that weren't there before. We prepare a training session and tournaments for children as a part of the Fair Play program. The younger volunteers is 10 years old and the oldest is 20. We spend a lot of time together. So sometimes I think we are like a small family. The next, football free, is like a petarda for me. The effect can be seen from afar. Many people watch and want to be participate in and want to be the part of the, for example, Fair Play and Global Goals Festival. Not only school children, but also parents, teachers, not only teachers of physical education, representatives of partners and local governments. And last, Fair Play program show me that we can use physical activity for non-formal education, cooperation in group of children and volunteers, give everyone a lot of positive emotion. The most beautiful things is that by using one things like this ball for football, you can make a lot of fun and make children's dreams come true.
Okay, thank you, Kasia, Magda, and Janek. Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to all of you that you spent time with us. I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to students, and yes, and see you in the next meetings, and have a nice time with us.